Okay, let's just jump right in. For as long as most of us can remember, the rules for getting found online were pretty straightforward, right? But what's happening right now is a huge shift, a massive one. We're moving way, way beyond the traditional search engines we all know. How we find information, and maybe more importantly, how we end up making decisions, it's all changing. And frankly, it's changing faster than pretty much anyone can keep up with. Just let this sink in for a second. You can rank on page 1 and still lose. If you've spent any time at all in digital marketing, that sentence should stop you in your tracks. It goes against everything we've been taught. I mean, if being number 1 on Google doesn't guarantee a win, then what does? It means the entire game has changed from the ground up. For so long, the strategy was simple. Get to the top of Google. End of story. But in doing that, we've all kind of fallen into what people are now calling the Google trap. We've been obsessing over one platform, while our customers, they're off making decisions everywhere else. That old playbook? It's not just getting a little dusty, it's quickly becoming a major liability. Now, let's be fair, Google's scale is just mind-boggling. We're talking 13.7 billion searches every single day. It sounds like the whole internet, doesn't it? It feels like it's the only game in town. And for years, that assumption was the bedrock of digital strategy. But what if that's not the whole story?
And here is the reality check. That massive number, that 13.7 billion, it's only 27% of all the searching that happens online. The other 73%? Oh, that's scattered everywhere. On TikTok, on Amazon, on YouTube, in ChatGPT. That is the Google trap in a nutshell. We're all fighting tooth and nail for a slice of that 27% pie, while the real action is happening somewhere else entirely.
So, to even begin to navigate this new world, we've got to get our terms straight. We need to understand the two main strategies at play here. You've got the familiar world of SEO on one hand, and on the other, this whole new discipline that's popping up to deal with this new reality. Let's break them both down. First up, SEO, or search engine optimization. You know this one. This is the classic playbook we've all been using for years. It is all about climbing those rankings on Google or Bing. The entire goal is to tweak your site just right so you show up high in that list of blue links, and hopefully someone clicks on yours. And then there's the new kid on the block, GEO, or Generative Engine Optimization. And this is a totally different ballgame. It's not about ranking in a list. It's about getting your brand, your information chosen by an AI and woven directly into its answer. Here, the goal isn't just to click. It's to become the source of truth. Let's put them head to head, because this is where it gets really clear. With SEO, you're targeting Google. Your goal? Get a click. You focus on keywords, backlinks, all that technical stuff. With GEO, you're targeting an AI, like ChatGPT. Your goal? Get cited in the answer. So the focus completely shifts to things like content structure, clarity, and authority. Here's the bottom line. SEO is about getting found. GEO is about getting chosen. Now, it's super important to understand that this isn't just some technical marketing mumbo-jumbo. This reflects a deep, fundamental shift in how all of us make decisions now. You know that nice, clean, linear sales funnel we used to draw? Yeah, you can pretty much throw that out the window. It's been replaced by something way messier, what you could call a decision constellation. And here's exactly why this matters so much. You might be thinking, okay, so the traffic from these AI tools is smaller. Who cares? Well, here's the thing. The quality of that traffic is absolutely off the charts. The data shows that visitors who come from an AI source are way more engaged. They're not just kicking tires, they are actively trying to make a decision. And that engagement, it leads directly to action. I mean, check this out. One recent study found that visitors from AI platforms convert up to 23 times better than visitors from regular organic search. No, that's not a typo, not 23%, 23 times. That is some serious, high-intent, ready-to-buy attention. So where exactly is this gold rush happening? Well, right now, the data points overwhelmingly to one single place, ChatGPT. It is driving a staggering 82% of all sales that come from AI traffic. That makes it, without a doubt, the single most important generative engine to be optimizing for today. So this all paints a picture of that decision constellation in action. Think about your own behavior. When you need to figure out what to click, You go to Google. But what about what to trust? You're probably going to Reddit or reading reviews. What to believe? You're asking ChatGPT. What to buy? You're on Amazon or TikTok Shop. Each platform scratches a totally different itch in our brains.
Okay, so if the game has completely changed, how in the world do you win? You can't just put content out there anymore and hope for the best. You have to create content that is specifically designed to be picked up and used by an AI. That means a whole new playbook, a new way of thinking.
Here's a really simple but powerful way to think about it. 3 steps. First, find the gaps. See what your competitors are getting traffic for that you're missing out on. Second, build way richer, deeper content on those topics. Think video, diagrams, the whole shebang. And third, and this part is absolutely crucial, you have to structure that content so an AI can easily pull your answer out. Make it a no-brainer for the machine.
And a new playbook means we need new ways to keep score. We have to stop obsessing over old metrics like keyword rankings and start looking at new ones, like how often we're getting cited. We have to shift from just counting traffic volume to calculating an AI visibility score. It's a fundamental move away from measuring traffic and towards measuring real influence. At the end of the day, it really just boils down to this. In this new AI era, the brands that are going to win are the ones making content that looks, sounds, and feels like a confident, clear, definitive answer. The AI is scanning for authority, and your content has got to deliver it.
All right, so we've laid out the problem, we've outlined the new strategy. The battle is no longer just for a spot on Google's front page. It's a battle for mindshare inside AI answers themselves. And in this world, the only way forward is to adapt. There's really no other choice.
This is it. This is the #1 question on everyone's mind right now. With all this talk about AI and GEO and this massive shift, does it mean that SEO, the thing we've all known for more than a decade, is it just dead?
And the answer is a very clear, very simple no. Absolutely not. GEO isn't replacing SEO. It's complementing it. The smartest strategy isn't about choosing one or the other. It's about blending them together so your brand is visible no matter how or where someone is looking for answers.
I love this analogy. Think about modern SEO this way. It's like a sponsor logo on a Formula One car. Just being visible in Google, even if you don't get a click, still matters a lot. People see your name, they recognize it, they remember it, and that brand memory builds trust that pays off everywhere else, especially when an AI is trying to figure out which source is credible enough to use in its answer. Look, this shift isn't something that's coming in the future. It is happening right now. It's a wide open opportunity. But that window won't stay open forever. The AI traffic gold rush has officially started, and the brands that get in early are going to build a huge, lasting advantage. So the only real question left is, will your brand be the one that AI chooses to send customers to?